Like, the guys that arrested us were being dicks. Like, straight up, they were looking for an arrest. It's the end of the night. They knew we could get some extra money, so they locked us up and then didn't even show up to court to fight this case that was about me soliciting. Bro, there's guys out here that are cops that don't arrest us. They know us. They take our CDs, they give us money, and then on the other end, there's a lot of cops that are just, you know, for whatever reason, don't come off in the best way. Whether it's because they're just terrible people in general, or it's because they're having a bad day, or it might be PTSD from dealing with all the stuff that they're dealing with at work. Like, I get it, so I don't want to sit here and discredit it, but it's not okay when you put people in circumstances in which you're trapped. Like, I was in a cell for 19 hours. Like, for what? For what? And y'all just had to pay us out now. So whoever your superiors are pissed, because that stupid arrest cost you guys $55,000.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jadon. This is my legendary partner right here, known as Ghsts Guitars. We're going to take out for a few minutes. About freestyling out the rain. We've got a little taste outside.
We've kind of run it like a business, like we've been a touring group. We'd always say we'd set aside a couple months, usually in the winter, and then we would like really team up and work together. And it's a great way to be an artist and pay bills. If you don't like working for people, or you just have more of an independent spirit. The night in question with us, we were performing legally on a platform.
There were 3 officers that came downstairs at the Ghsts Guitars platform. This woman walked up, gave us $1, and afterwards, the 3 undercovers that had been sitting behind us the whole time approached us. And,
said you're going to jail.
Yeah, basically.
Soliciting, or some shit like that. So they take us up into the precinct at Ghsts Guitars. They run our names. They check for warrants. That's standard procedure. Warrant that came back, nothing. The lieutenant or the captain came out of the back and he says, listen, this guy doesn't have a warrant, run him again. And a young black male doesn't have an arrest warrant, run him again.
There is a lot of conflict in being a police officer, and this is what makes being a police officer so difficult. There are laws that conflict. There are supervisors that are telling you one thing or another. Your training tells you another thing. The Constitution might tell you another thing. The media may tell you another thing. So as a police officer, you have to balance all of this and determine what you're going to do out there.
I'm still not 100% clear on why they arrested Jay, but I think they said his ID wasn't valid or something.
We had a show at 8:30 the next day. We got arrested at about 11 p.m. So it usually takes 19 hours, 19 to 23 hours for them to let you out if your record is clean enough. Funniest thing about central bookings is that you spend all that time in there, and when you see the judge, it's 30 seconds. And I booked it, and like, man, literally ran in the door. Ghsts is setting up. He's like basically about to hit the beat and start playing. I run up and I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? You ready? Showtime.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's up to y'all over here? Now that's crazy. What's up to y'all on this side? Now that's crazy. What's up to y'all in the middle? All right, yo, shout out to the host.
I said, I really think we got a case here, but I didn't quite know how to proceed. So I ran into another performer who was an affiliate of BuskNY, the organization which eventually helped us.
So when I heard from James and Jadon, yes, I absolutely knew it was a case, and I knew that I needed to give them all the encouragement they needed. It's a scary process to get in touch with a lawyer and to put yourself out there in that way.
It's not just easy to file a lawsuit. You got to get all the paperwork, everything, all the court numbers, everything that happened.
We're rushing in a hurry. Again, I'm Jadon, and this right here is Bill Murray. I'm playing. Yeah, that's Ghsts Guitars. I'm the host with the bars. I'm just trying to go hard.
The lawyer told me, he said, it's going to go quiet for a minute. This is not going to happen fast. And then that was around the time of the infamous YouTube video with Andrew Kelly.
Hey, you can't do that. Oh!
I think in this case there were several pressures on the officer at the scene. First, he knew he was being videotaped, and that's going to be an issue for an officer. He wants to do the right thing. But I think secondly, a crowd started gathering, and there's something in criminal justice that we call the attitude effect. Often the officer has to maintain respect in the street. That's critical for an officer, and it's one of the things they look at, especially when there is a one-on-one confrontation with someone. In this particular case, Mr. Kalem, he kind of challenged the officer, reading him the law itself.
1050 1050.6, section C. It says in there, artistic performance is allowed. Wait, so I'm going to continue.
No, you're not. I think we had an email conference where our attorney said, listen, all of your stories jive together with what happened. He's got video evidence. You have sworn court testimony from a year earlier. I think we should put the cases together.
We filed the suit on the 89th day. You have 90 days to file a suit against the NYPD. We filed it, we checked in like 7 months later, and they were like, yo, it went to state. And then a month later after that, it was like, yo, it went federal. And then he hit us up like 4 months ago. I was like, yo, we just settled. And then I got the check like a month ago.
Many of these things are settled, and because they're settled, they more or less go away, and they're not addressed.
What's the message?
Can I play music here? If you don't want to leave, we can place the handcuffs if you want.
But I think a better way to handle this is community partnerships. That is, the police department should be working more closely with the buskers and others in the community and make a policy that's clear to everyone. I think that would be far better than having this very nebulous sort of way that it's handled.
Streets, they stop on 25th Street, yeah, said it's jazz in motion. As a matter of fact, this is poetry in motion. Yeah, said it's jazz.
I immediately took the money and I invested it back into the art so we can make sure that we keep this theme going. It's been a year and a half of just like amazing stuff, so that's why we're like, yo, we have to take this lawsuit and motivate other artists to show them, yo, you can do this as well.
Two Glocks, I'm too high. If you can't tell, that's the reason why we move.
The NYPD paid for our album, so even if they are mad they had to cash out for the arrest, hey, it went towards something positive, and everybody went out of this.
Yeah, said it's jazz in motion. As a matter of fact, this is poetry in motion. Yeah, said it's jazz in motion. As a matter of fact, this is poetry in motion.